What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. SummerSlam is almost here, with 6 high-stake championship matches and a white-hot grudge match that have fans eager to know who will emerge with the championship and who will walk away defeated. Join us now as we look at all the winners and losers of this year's SummerSlam PLE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Our first match could be the WWE Women's Championship match as champion Bayley takes on Nia Jax. Now, the thought of Bayley losing to Nia Jax may seem nonsensical, but as we'll show, there's a method to WWE's madness. Now consider this, Nia Jax has been on a roll since her 2023 return, and while naysayers don't understand her push other than having a very famous cousin seated on the TKO Holdings board of directors, rumor has it that WWE officials are very happy with her performance in the ring. Jax certainly has the monster heel vibe you rarely find in a women's division, so much so that Jax made the WWE's previous monster heel look like an underdog when they fought. Whether you agree that Jax has improved in the ring, she has improved in not inadvertently knocking opponents out of action. While you might not agree with WWE's decision, it seems as if their game plan is to have Nia as a transitional champion, defeating Bayley, possibly with the help from Tiffany Stratton, and giving a fresh opponent for WWE's babyfaces, which could include Charlotte Flair if the rumors of her return prove true. As for Bayley, she's all about putting people over, so it's unlikely she has any problem counting the lights for Nia Jax. Our final prediction, Nia Jax wins the WWE Women's Championship. Next up is the Women's World Championship match as champion Liv Morgan takes on Rhea Ripley. Now, there are some predictable outcomes for this year's SummerSlam, but as often happens, it's not the finish that's as exciting as how wrestlers get there. Here, Liv Morgan's revenge tour has been speeding through the WWE with nothing stopping her. But enter Rhea Ripley, who is not only eager to revenge herself on Morgan for injuring her, but to regain the title she never actually lost in the ring. Now, the problem is that everyone but Rhea sees Dominic Mysterio will betray her and reveal he's been with Liv Morgan ever since the blonde bombshell sunk her claws into him. Consequently, Morgan will retain the title, cementing Ripley's babyface turn, which will hopefully be as successful as her heel turn. Rhea will be looking for revenge not only on Morgan, but Dirty Dominic. However, we feel that WWE has a swerve in place. Enter Finn Balor, who has been chummy with Liv Morgan, and there's been various clues that Finn Balor will be the one to turn on Rhea Ripley and join with Liv Morgan, possibly even creating a new Judgment Day with her. As we mentioned in a previous video, the two have teamed before with AJ Styles, so maybe they're renewing that partnership. It could also be the fact that Finn Balor has had enough of Rhea Ripley being the leader of the Judgment Day, and he wants to show that he is the one who is the leader. Whatever the case, this is going to be a fun and much anticipated match. But our final prediction, Liv Morgan retains the World's Women's Championship, mainly thanks to Finn Balor. Next up, the United States Championship match as champion Logan Paul takes on LA Knight. While the WWE is reportedly pleased with Logan Paul's US Championship reign due to the mainstream publicity it generates, and Paul's solid efforts in the ring and on the microphone, it's time to shake things up and put the belt on a babyface. Although the idea of two babyface single stars may seem too much for SmackDown, the Blue Brand doesn't have many babyface superstars to challenge for a secondary title like the US title. Thus, putting the belt on LA Knight is a smart move, and it's a good way to piggyback off his popularity and give SmackDown's heel undercard something to do, especially if the rumors of Randy Orton going after Cody Rhodes prove true. If that happens, the line to Cody's Undisputed Championship will be short. In addition, LA Knight doesn't have to hold the title for a long time, although the WWE should avoid short of a run as it could diminish his status as an uppercard superstar. Knight could drop the title to someone like Jacob Fatu and spend time chasing him for the belt. While a world title seems unlikely for Knight, the United States Championship is just the right title. This match should be pure dynamite as Logan Paul brings his entourage of YouTube goofs and LA Knight ducks and dodges them until he hits the BFT for the win and his first main roster title. Our final prediction, LA Knight wins the United States Championship. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship match as champion Sami Zayn takes on Bron Breakker. Now, it's been a good run for Sami Zayn, and the WWE deserves much credit for giving him an initial win over Bron Breakker rather than just having Breakker dismantle him at Money in the Bank as many expected. Well, including ourselves. A rumor has it that the WWE wants Breakker to beat Zayn at SummerSlam because it's a major event, arguably the company's number 2 PLE. Now, there's no reason to think that Zayn's run as IC champion needs to end other than the WWE seems gung-ho about elevating Breakker with a title win. It's too bad for Sami as his run with the title has been solid and he could easily hold the title for the rest of the year if not longer. That's not in the cards, and we believe that WWE is going to have Breakker show he learned from his loss to Sami and crush him in the ring. Our final prediction, Bron Breakker wins the Intercontinental Championship. Next up, CM Punk vs Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as a special guest referee. Now, this match is an example of how to tie multiple storylines together into one match, as well as how to string out a feud while one of the principal players is unable to wrestle. Few fans could have thought the WWE could have an extended Drew McIntyre vs CM Punk feud this far with no actual matches, something they tried to do with Jimmy and Jey Uso and failed miserably at. It's a credit to the WWE's writers as well as Punk and McIntyre, who have taken their respective microphone game to new heights. Along the way, the WWE managed to keep Seth Rollins' rivalry with CM Punk on the back burner, despite it looking like the two would clash as soon as Punk returned at the 2023 Survivor Series. Punk arguably cost Rollins his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank when Punk thwarted Drew McIntyre's Money in the Bank cash-in. And now that Punk has reminded Seth why he can't stand him, Rollins has another reason for revenge. However, will Seth do things the honorable way and face Punk in a one-on-one match, or will he get petty and use his authority as referee to cost Punk the match? Now, we believe Seth isn't going to be biased, but that the WWE will use Seth's circumstances to reenact the legendary finish to the 1997 Bret Hart vs Undertaker match, where Shawn Michaels served as special referee. Michaels' on-screen animosity towards Hart was well established, so fans were eager to see if he'd stay impartial, despite stipulations in the match designed to keep him partial, but ultimately Hart angered Michaels and he swung a chair at Hart, only to hit the then WWF champion The Undertaker, setting up Hart for the win. Expect something similar at this year's SummerSlam as Seth accidentally wallops Punk, kicking off their long-awaited feud. But our final prediction, Drew McIntyre wins the match. Next up is the World Heavyweight Championship match as champion Damian Priest takes on Gunther. Gunther's rise from Intercontinental Champion to #1 contender for a World Championship is long overdue in his fans' eyes, and for some fans, Gunther's win is little more than a formality of ringing the bell and watching the ring general dismantle Damian Priest. However, that would be a huge disservice to Priest, who has come a long way from being a member of the Judgment Day to becoming first among equals. Priest's title reign has been relatively short compared to Seth Rollins, although not as short as Drew McIntyre's, but he's been a fighting champion and he's shown he can hang in the main event. Don't expect Gunther to steamroll over Priest, instead look for a closely contested bout that ends in Gunther's favour after unwanted interference from one or more of Priest's Judgment Day teammates. The WWE has teased tension between Finn Balor and Priest, which makes it very possible that Finn will cost Priest the match and the title. Our final prediction, Gunther wins the World Heavyweight Championship. And finally, it's time for the main event as undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes takes on Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes has already defeated Solo Sikoa, but this isn't about the American Nightmare proving his in-ring superiority as much as Cody's looking for his proverbial pound of flesh. Cody has many reasons, including Solo and his new Bloodline's brutal attacks on Kevin Owens, their attack on Randy Orton, and the multiple beatdowns they've dealt to Cody. This match is important for Solo because the WWE needs to re-establish him as the enforcer who terrorized the WWE during his first year in the company, as opposed to the go-to jobber guy losing about 40 matches in a row. If Solo is going to lead the Bloodline and look like a legitimate usurper to the throne, something he's finally doing on the microphone, he needs to look strong in the ring and not look second best next to Jacob Fatu. Obviously, a major focus of this match is Roman Reigns' return, but the WWE still needs to work on Solo. Look for Solo and the Bloodline to use a numbers game to take Cody to the brink, only for the arrival of anyone including Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, and even The Rock distracting Solo and allowing Cody to win the match after the outside interference is nullified. Our final prediction, Cody Rhodes retains the undisputed WWE Championship. But there you have it, folks, our look at the winners and losers of this year's SummerSlam. What are your guys' predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.